Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, and I got another video for you. Sidney actually had a few things to say on IG, and I did catch that. You know, I like to keep you guys updated. She had a little bit to say on the Shiloh and Phil situations, and obviously Phil did have some conversation with Sidney, and I'll let her talk about what it was. But before we jump into this, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you like the video, smash that like button, and also feel free to drop a comment, as you guys normally do, down in the comments section below. So, yeah, she did an IG live talking about the show, but she brought this up. So let's see what she had to say.
What do you guys want to know? Yes, I did talk to Phil about the details. It sounded like she was drunk and a little emotional. And it was raining and it was almost 5 o'clock in the morning and he wanted to get her to the car.
Everyone's saying Phil, Team Phil. Phil.
I wouldn't, No one, just leave as friends. Damn, why you say that?
Yeah, but
I think that if she was emotionally hurt, then she shouldn't have emphasized him putting.
damn, that person.
But do you feel like he was wrong for picking her up? Do you think? No. Let me tell you something. He would have been wrong if he let her walk away and something bad happened to her. So I know sometimes you as a man, it's like a fine line of what you should and should not do. But if it's raining and you're drunk and you're emotional, the best thing for you to do is just to go home. So you really shook up the process. But then again, I can only speak upon for myself. I don't want to take anything away from her. But I know I probably wouldn't have gotten so upset about it.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So as you guys probably remember, a few days ago, I did the commentary on the whole thing with Shiloh and Phil. And as we remember, she wanted an answer about what was his choice. He said that he wanted to go through the process. She didn't like that answer because she felt that he should choose right now. And because she didn't respect that answer, it escalated into emotions and feelings. They were out drinking, of course, as we remember. And this was in the wee hours of the morning when probably, like Tommy said, they should have been at home. But anyway, the thing was, as we remember, she, had 3 drinks. It escalated. She was not happy with Phil for, what he stated as his decision. And then this is where it was raining. It was a dark alley. It was between, I think, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And she was walking away. And the thing is, of course, Phil being, the gentleman that he is, he wanted to make sure that she stayed safe. Now, there was this whole triggering moment for her when he picked her up because she said, "Don't touch me." I think that in that case, when somebody says, "Don't pick me up, don't touch me," there's another way to try to get them out of harm's way. Point, direct. Let's get back to the car. I don't want to leave you out here by yourself. It's dangerous. It's late. This is a dark area in DC. Can we keep it moving? And of course, even though she mentioned that, of course, he didn't physically put his hands on her, it emotionally hurt her. And then she referenced it right back to the whole being picked up against, her will or wishes or whatever. And then the thing is, of course, it went back and forth and back and forth. And so when the conversation came up with the ladies, the other person that Phil is interested in is Sidney. And, of course, Sidney did mention that doesn't sound like him. I know Phil, he's the protector. But I do hope that, Shiloh, you allow me to talk with him and blah, blah, blah. And, of course, Shiloh said yes. So now we're here with this video. She did this video yesterday evening to kind of give an update. And I'm actually pretty shocked at that because sometimes with stuff like this, you you really don't get to hear this stuff until after the season is over with or after the reunion. But she did get a chance to talk about the fact that she did talk to Phil. And, the way that it looked, and I don't, how I feel, versus what actually is in her mind is two different things. But from the way that Sidney described it, she was like, it was late, it was raining, they were drunk, they had been drinking, and it got out of hand in regards to, somebody being mad. She walked away, So she kept it playing like that as if it was like, okay, that's all he talked to me about. The other thing is how she mentioned is that even though she still want, to give her the credit that she felt in her moment, because that was Shiloh's moment. I would say that what Sidney said in her video was like she wouldn't have took it that way. And I've seen comments around social media that's like, you know what, hey, we want men to protect us, but then when they protect us, they can risk, being in a situation where it could backfire. And that is just so unfortunate, because I know a lot of us that are, well, I'm not single, but there are single women out there who want men to look out for them. And then when you have the guy that will look out for you and he's trying to get you out of harm's way, not in a situation where you could get hurt, injured, something can happen late in the morning, you walking off mad because you didn't get what you wanted in the conversation. This is the end result. He was in a no-win situation. And the thing is about that is, one, like I mentioned in my previous video, he was, we had this whole blow up about the picking up issue. If he had to let her continue on her way and he was like, okay, fine, then go do you, boo, he would have been chastised for that too. How dare you? How did you leave me out there? It was dark. I was drunk. It was a no-win situation. And the thing is that also when you're talking about somebody's credibility, words have power. A reputation can go up in flames just like that, especially on a platform such as this. I don't know how many shows that people maybe had quiet, comfortable lives. They go on these shows, something pop open, and then their lives, they're scrutinized from here until the next 5 years. So, I will say that a lot of people are on Phil's side. There are some women that were triggered about that, saying, hey, when I tell you don't touch me, figure out another way to get me where I need to be. I get that part, and then the other thing is, as long as they have been talking, like we saw with Aisha talked about her past traumas. If Shiloh has these past traumas, especially with somebody that she is looking forward to want him to choose her, this is a conversation that they probably should have had about, hey, listen, I done been through some things in my life. Sometimes I might get triggered by some things, and if I act this way, I want to give you a heads up. That's effective communication, especially by somebody who wants to be chosen by this other individual. He had no idea that whatever her traumas was in the past, nor that this would have been a triggering moment for her to pick her up and get her back to the car. Now, like I said in my previous video, do I think he should have protected her? Of course. At the same time, when somebody said, don't touch me, figure out another way to get that person out of the situation without touching them. Redirect. Point. Let's get out of here. I won't pick you up. Just let's walk back to the car. I'll put you in an Uber or a Lyft or something, if you don't want to ride back with me. Just want to make sure that when I leave this spot in this area, that I know that I left you in a safe situation, which is to put you in a car, and then, you can go about your way like you feel by yourself. But I just can't leave you out here. So there's many ways to do something. Do I think he was being protective? Yes, but at the same time, when somebody tells you and set boundaries, you have to respect those. So But I will say in this whole video with Sidney looked like, she gave, she respected the fact that Shiloh felt the way she felt, but she said, speaking from her, I wouldn't have took it that way. If I need to get out of here and go home, I need to get out of here and go home and be safe. And especially if this man is trying to make sure I get home safe. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.